Hello and welcome to Recently on Reddit, a tiny Black Panther production. Here we explore some eye-catching posts from a number of popular subreddits. This is sort of an intro to Reddit because there's so much more to be discovered out there. You just have to look. Did you know that squirrels are behind most of the power outages in America? That's today's totally useless and unrelated fact. But with that out of the way, let's get started. And from r/TalesFromYourServer, posted by Captain K234, that time I accidentally facilitated a divorce by answering the restaurant phone. I started at my current restaurant gig 11 years ago, and I was just reminded of something pretty wild that happened in my first year there. We had a couple of married bar regulars. I'll call them Jack and Jill. They were very frequent regulars, and the type you see 2 or 3 times a week. I had gotten to know them by face and name after a few months, but we weren't close to any level where we'd have extended conversations about our lives. While closing up at the end of the shift, a coworker found Jill's phone left behind, where they'd been sitting. The screen was passcode locked, so we set it aside with the plan to return it to her the next time they came in. A couple of days later, I was working the bar at the beginning of our dinner shift, and the phone rang. I just so happened to be the one to answer. Hi, thanks for calling Captain K234's restaurant. How can I help you? Hi, Captain K234. This is Jack. Is Jill there? No, she's not, but it's good luck that you called. We have her phone here. A brief pause from Jack, then, which phone is that? Because she forgot her phone. I'm looking at it right here. That's why I'm calling the restaurant number. It turns out Jill had been cheating on Jack for months, and she happened to leave behind her cheating phone. Jack found out that day because he talked to me. They were separated within days. In the immediate weeks after, Jill won our restaurant in the divorce, as seems to happen when regular customers break up. But after about 6 months, she stopped showing up. Somebody must have eventually told Jack that it was safe, because he came in a few years later and told us all the sordid details. Can't blame anybody but the person who's doing the cheating in this one. And now from Fluff HOA, posted by Less Instruction 570. Why must HOA approve the building of a wheelchair ramp? What I really don't get is why there isn't some blanket exemption that makes it so those of us with disabilities who are dependent on walkers or wheelchairs can build ramp to our front door without having to wait for the board to approve the design. It's not as though this is a luxury. We are closing on a new to us home at the end of the month, and we already knew it will entail building a long ramp, 47 linear feet, because we have a drop of over 16 inches from the porch to the driveway. The crazy thing is that even though we've already had the engineer out to survey the area and figure out where to build it, we can't even file the paperwork until after we close on the loan, and then they have somewhere between 30 calendar days and 30 business days for them to decide, all before I can build the ramp. It's a damn good thing I am not completely confined to my power chair, because if I were, I would be in major trouble. Until we get the ramp built, I will only be able to get my chair as far as the garage, possibly the utility room if Medicaid ever replaces a ramp that was stolen last October. Yes, as in October 2020. I'm very fortunate that my current home is very accessible, and I can get in with only a very short ramp that was left by the thieves. It falls into the category of ridiculous. We move in on 11/7, but I probably won't have a real ramp until Christmas or probably into the new year. They ask for a ton of elevations showing the proposed changes from all angles. They better just be happy with the plans for the ramp, because a charity, Texas Ramp Project, is stepping up to provide all the supplies and lumber, etc., to build it, as well as the expertise and assistance with the actual building of the ramp. They do incredible things with a very tight budget. Sorry for the rant, but it's frustrating. I can understand why you're frustrated. I don't understand why an HOA would have any say about whether or not you can put something on your house that's actually required. Maybe it might be time to look into trying to get that HOA disbanded. And from a new to us subreddit, r/kindness, posted by Dorcas Malorcas. Noise canceling headphones. My wife and I went to the demolition derby last night, and I thought I'd share something that happened as I sipped my coffee this morning. Within less than half an hour of the show, Without getting too much attention, my wife informs me that there is a little girl crying nearby. This little 5 or 6-year-old was so upset with the noise that her face was turning pinkish red. My wife and I knew what to do. I approached the little girl's mother and offered her to borrow our noise-blocking headphones. "Hi, would you like to borrow these? Just please bring them back before you leave." The mom smiles and says thank you. Not even 5 minutes later, the little girl is happy and having a great time. Towards the end of the show, the mom approached me and says, "Thank you so much for letting my daughter use these. I hope you have a good night." When the show ends, I begin to pack our stuff and grab the headphones. I notice there is something loose in one of the ear cuffs. At first, I thought something inside the leather got loose, but when I felt it, I knew it wasn't leather. I opened up the headphones and realized the little girl's mother gave us $5. I was just glad my wife and I saved their night. We have a boy, so as parents we get it that kids have their own needs and fears that need to be lovingly addressed. My wife in particular would have hated to see them leave so early in the show, knowing that that was the only issue and for the cost of the show itself. An act of kindness can sometimes go further than we think. I don't think I need to add anything to that. It's true. Kindness goes far. So you may be wondering about that random fact in the beginning. It occurs to us here at Tiny Black Panther Productions that everyone can use a little random knowledge, and we like to share ours. So if you have any random tidbits you'd like to share with the world, please drop them in the comments below. I'll read out some of those facts in future episodes at random. Please just be sure they're accurate. Thank you for joining us on Recently on Reddit. Please comment, like, and subscribe. All comments will be read and considered, as it's my goal to get better at entertaining you. Again, thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.